Welcome to the YouTube channel. I'm Alien Rose. I've had several shots of whiskey. It's getting late at night. I want to have some fun, so we're gonna play some more Avernum. Hopefully all goes well. Plus, I got this fancy new microphone, and I really want to test it out, so hopefully it works well. So let's get into Avernum. Okay, so we now know where the slimes are, so I probably should have trained up my characters a little bit more before I go in and do this, but let's give it a shot, see what happens. Alright. In we go. Attack! You descend into the slime pit. You have to be careful not to touch anything. Everything is coated with acidic goo, and all available surface have been pitted by slimy slimy shit. This place is dark, humid, and horribly dangerous. As I said, I've had several shots of whiskey. Words not be good to me now. Now, I do remember how to play this. You're having to struggle to remain on your feet. The floor gets slicker and slicker the further you go. The goop is slowly eating away at the soles of your boots. You hope you aren't down here for long. I don't think my characters are wearing boots. I don't think I have that equipped. That's problematic. The entry passage ends in a large, moist cavern. The ceiling arches high overhead, reminding you of home. However, you have to walk carefully to keep from slipping on the pools of slime underfoot. As you begin to enter the cave, you are ambushed. Slimes ooze from cracks in the ceiling and drop in front and behind you. You are in imminent danger of being digested. And the computer is going crazy again because it's like, oh my god, there's too much shit happening. My headphones are going crazy because the battery's dying. Oh. I really shouldn't be playing tonight, but I really wanted to play, and I really wanted to test the new microphone. But hey, let's fight some slimes. See if I still remember how to do this. I remember how this runs. I remember how I'm supposed to defeat this. Hopefully it's the same. Man, this Cloak of Curses, it never ended. The stats last till you turn to a town or cast a different cloak spell. And I guess since I never went to a town, what the hell? Look at this! This is right behind him, and he's gonna go all the way around. That's insane. No, I don't understand the combat in this still. I still not a fan of this combat. Now what? Oh, good god. So many things! Oh crap, poison. Kill it. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that control panel. That's even the same control panel they used in the first Avernum remake. I'm sure of it. So, what it is there's a lower dungeon. There's several sets of tunnels, and you have to open a gate using this control panel. I remember how this, and there should be in a weird line. Yep, there it is. Oh my god, it's exact. It's exact. Oh, I know what we're doing. We're good. We're good. Would you stop freaking out, computer? It is not that hard of a game. Should not be having this much trouble. Speakers are going insane on me. The slimes have dragged several bloated bodies here. The corpses are from a variety of humanoid species that have been decomposing for varying amounts of times. This is a horrifying place, making the rest of these tunnels seem homey by comparison. That's from the original game. I remember being quite surprised and disgusted by the original game when it came to the slime tunnels. Ugh. Oh, I just gotta figure out... Oh, hey, there's a secret button here. Oh. This is interesting. What's this room? What's this thing? This basin contains a pool of still water. You think you see something? Do you peer inside? Yes. Inside the pool, you see rapidly changing images of these caverns. There are many tunnels, all filled with dangerous slimes. You also see large green towers of writhing goo, which constantly spit out a stream of small slimes. You aren't sure how many of these spawners there are. Most notably, you see a massive creature, all tentacles and teeth, hauling its bulk back and forth through a huge cavern. The presence of this viewer is evidence that someone created these caverns for the slimes. They couldn't have made this themselves. This is interesting, because the secret doors in this game are very easy to find. This little room here with the viewer to see the slimes, I actually missed in my very first playthrough of the game. I know about it now because I go looking for it, but I actually wasn't expecting it here because, I don't know, it's just these secret doors are so easy. It's kind of disappointing. Oh, hey there. We're gonna keep going this way, see if we can find... Oh, there's the first tunnel. Alright. Where are we? Hello, things. Oh, there's a Mauve slime. Are you gonna attack me? Well, I mean, you are gonna attack me, but I'm gonna attack you first, cause fuck you. Oh, God, a slime zombie! A slime zombie! That's gross! And cool. And gross. And let's kill it. This is probably where the gate is. Oh, yep, there's one of the slime spewers. Kill it! After many battles and obstacles, you have finally reached one of your goals. This cavern contains one of the gigantic slime-breeding goo towers. It was in pools like this that all the slimes tormenting Krizam province were born. Even now, lumps are shifting and growing under its skin, soon to be spat out as vicious, mindless creatures ready to slay the innocents outside. The whole process is horrifying in simplicity and automation. Okay, let's kill it. Oh, man. One arrow? Okay, see, in Exile you had to use a flame spell of some sort. You had to use fire. Which kind of limited you to having a magic character. I mean, priests had a flame spell eventually, and you could get flame wands, but you pretty much wanted to have a mage character. But at least that made it so you had to use some sort of strategy, I guess. Anyway, you blast the slime tower into hundreds of tiny globules. The balls of ghouls. the balls, that's not funny. The balls of goo twitch slightly, try to reform, and die. There is now one less slime factory in existence. You hear a distant rumbling. The ground shakes under your feet. You have disrupted the magic of this place. However, you can still hear the bubbling of evil goo, echoing from the tunnels around you. There must still be more to do here to end the plague. Yeah, we gotta go through all those tunnels, destroy the goo spewer in every tunnel, and then kill the alien slime. And hopefully it's just called alien slime. I don't care for some of the renames they've had in this game. Like, what was the spiny beast? Was it the mega spine thrower or something? Just sounded weird. Alright. Back to the control panel. Down we go. Okay, this I remember. This I remember. Wall of slimes. So, do they cast spells is what I want to know. Because there are, in the old game, there were a couple of tunnels where you would just have these ranged slimes. Like, ones, they had like the basic flame spell, but there would be like a line of them just flinging flames at you the whole time. It was so fucking annoying. Especially there was like one section where you're on a boat, and there are slimes on little islands, and they're flinging flame cells as you're boating around. It's, oh, pissed me off every fucking time. Stop. Stop, computer, stop. Stop struggling. God, I need a new computer. What is that? Healing herbs. Found some more weed. Take the weed. Okay, took out another slime factory, slime thing. Slime tower. Slimy, jimey, timey, wimey. Moving on. 1 down, 3 to go. The game's autosaved before me, so that means something's coming up. Okay. Someone has carved a crude symbol in the stone wall here. It's partially obscured by fresh slime, but you managed to make out the sun symbol of Avernum, and the markings are recent. Odd. This is something they changed. In the first Exile game, you are the first team to go to the surface and explore. In the remake, the first remake in Avernum, you are actually the second team to go up to the surface and explore. There was a team ahead of you, and you find their remains as you explore. Obviously they kept that for this remake. That's fine and all, but I kind of like being the first up there, because it makes it sound like the first team must have absolutely sucked ass if they never reported back to say, hey, there are monsters up there. Aha! A secret door. Ah, you find the body of an Avernite. She could be nothing else. Her pale skin, thin hair, and thin frame are clear signs. She could have been from nowhere else. You search her body for signs of her identity, but you find nothing. Her leather armor is destroyed, her bow is broken, and her other possessions are gone. You did not expect to find Avernite here. You take note of her features. Perhaps Steve will be able to tell you something of who she was. I should know, since I didn't have that conversation, I don't know who this is. It has to be the Surface Explorer team. Fascinating. There's a note on the ground. Nope, it's just papyrus. I thought maybe it was an actual note of, hey, I am this person. Please save me because I... Oops, that's not the button I wanted to hit. Please save me because I am in over my fucking head. And of course, the fact that there's a second team and you find just one of them in these various places means they obviously split up. Haven't they ever seen a horror movie? Splitting up is bad. It'll always get you killed. Now, I don't think this is the tunnel I want to go down. I don't think. Let's keep looking around. Or maybe it is. No, because the tunnel I want to go down is... Well, maybe it is. Let's go down and see what happens. I mean, if the gate's closed, then it's not the right tunnel. Gate's open, right tunnel. I should never doubt myself. Oh, this is the one where all the slime zombies get up. You go past all these dead bodies, and you get past the tunnels, you turn back, and they're all up and chasing you. Yeah, there are several humanoid bodies in the room ahead. Some were humans. Some were Nephilim. What, no Slizaraki? Racist slimes. The corpses are old, withered, and covered with goo. However, they show a worrying lack of decomposition. Sometimes, you think you see, out of the corner of your eye, the bodies vibrate. Fortunately, they don't attack you. Yet. Okay, in we go. Oh, hey, you hear a long, hideous keening noise behind you. Zombies are normally quiet creatures, but not these. The slime-infected bodies are rising from the ground. They wander around mindlessly, the slimes that fill their husks flailing around in their skin shells. Oh, it's so gross. At least I can't complain that they added this. Did I just summon a zombie to fight zombies? I guess that's fighting fire with fire. How did you miss? It was like one square away from me and you fucking missed shooting the zombie? You sons of bitches. No, I summoned a skeleton. That's a skeleton? Good God. That's not very detailed. Look at the... It's slightly better on that. Where did that slime come from? Your blows have squeezed out a bunch of slime out of the zombie. Gross. No fucking shit. That's new. That's disgusting and unnecessary. Ugh. This game is doing its bestest to creep me out. Ooh, Drake skin bracers. Again, Drakes being lizards, I feel like maybe I should not be putting this on my lizard, but yeah, I'll just take them for now and figure out inventory later. Someday I'll actually figure out the inventory system and put the right things on the right characters for the best effect, but today is not that day. I ain't dead yet. All these coffins I want to search, but let's not do that. I just want to get down the alien slime. I want to see what the alien slime looks like. In Exile was a top-down kind of grid-looking game where your character took up one square and would move a square. And so when you fought gigantic creatures, or if you fought like long creatures like the spiny beast, it would take up 2 long squares. If you fought giants, they would take 2 squares tall. But if you fought monstrous creatures, they took up 4 squares, so they actually looked huge compared to your character. Now, when the first Avernum remake came around, everything kind of lost that. Everything became looking more like this game. And so everything could have height, but they never had much depth to them. And so I'm really curious to see if they've corrected that issue for this. And I need to get back to the control panel. Oh, now this used to be the game... This used to be the one with the boat thing that I was telling you about. Apparently there's not boats. There are now bridges. Okay, I don't understand when it... God damn it. When it decides to say you can't reach a target and when it's going to move towards the target. Because sometimes I say, oh, I want to hit spellcast I want to throw a flame spell at that guy. She moves into position and throws it, and other times she goes, nope, just can't reach it. I don't understand this combat. I don't like it. The game itself is growing on me, but I do not like this combat with it. Shit. Here we go. Okay, take care of that. So now I've only got one more tunnel. This is actually going really fast. I mean, I realize I'm playing this on an easy setting since I'm really not much of a gamer. I just kind of like playing. I like something to take my mind off shit. But this is going really fast. Again, maybe it's just because I know where to go. But even when I knew where to go in old games, it still takes me a while, and I have to kind of do, you know, hit and run methods. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Alright, last tunnel. This should be fun. Because the last tunnel in the old game was a very long tunnel with just a bunch of slimes just flinging their slime shit at you. And you just had to get, and then once you got all the way to the end, there was a note that says, ha ha, you went the wrong direction. And so you had to go back and actually find the secret door to get through. Secret doors are so easy in this game, I wonder if the trick, the joke is still there. Alright, last tunnel. What the hell are these things? Like hay bales. This hall extends beyond the range of your vision. The passage is lined with stone basins full of fermenting goo. This must be the raw material for making slimes. Fantastic. Sword Mage. Each level enables you to wear more armor so they able to cast mage spells. Some mages do all their spellcasting from behind their allies. Blasting your foes from inches away is so much more exciting. Yeah, we're gonna take that, because eventually I'm just gonna forget. I'm gonna forget and put armor on my mage, and it's gonna, then suddenly she's gonna be sitting there going, I can't cast spells! And that always sucks. Zombie! You're dead. Again. Oh, weakness curses. That's never good. It's really good to do. Oh, we've reached the end. Ah, the sign says ha ha. Ha ha. Ah, told you. Told you. Okay, so where's... Oh! It didn't unlock until you read the sign. That's how they were going to roll this. I was wondering how that was going to roll. Hello. Alright. That should be all of them. Let's give a nice good save here. And let's go ahead in and check out the alien slime. At long last, you reach the ultimate source of the massive plague that has tormented this region. It is a huge cavern. The cavern has tormented this region. Anyway, its walls have been scratched by the flailing of huge tentacles, and the floor is covered with tiny droplets of grey goo. You don't notice many of the details, however. You are too busy looking at the master of the caves. It towers over you, keening in fury of the loss of its gelatinous children. It is a beast that seems truly alien to this world. It is 20 feet high, a writhing mass of tentacles, jelly, and ice stalks. A croaking roar, unlike any noise you've ever heard, comes from deep within. Spitting goo, muscular tentacles lashing, the master of the slime sways back and forth, eager to have its revenge on you. Let's do it! Oh! What the flying fudges? I do like the fact that it has like a shadow. Perhaps all the characters have shadows, but this is the first I've noticed the shadows. I don't know. Look at it. It's... I don't know. It looks like it has like teeth going... Not what I pictured. Definitely not what I pictured. Let's kill it. The slime monster is annoyed by one of the pests irritating it from a distance. It spits a giant blob of slime at one of you. The enraged slime monster grabs an enemy that is jabbing at it. Your warrior is flung against a wall and stuck to it by long strands of icky goo. Oh, that shook things up a bit. My warrior's sitting over there going like the scene from Ghostbusters. It slimed me, but okay. So what status effect is this? Immobile. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic, immobile. And yet I can still attack. What the hell? I can't tell if that's a bug or if I'm playing on a feature that just doesn't... I'm playing in the casual setting so it's not working right. What the hell? If you're immobile, you shouldn't even be able to attack. At least that shook things up. Whoa! Rawr, that was a cool noise. It did. With a roar that seems to shake the entire cavern, the alien slime shakes and collapses. Almost immediately begins to decay, its body parts falling apart and decomposing into goo. The creature's death howl is echoed by other, smaller screams reverberating throughout the tunnels. As their master goes, the slimes nearby follow. Hopefully, most, if not all, of the slimes elsewhere are dying too. The ground shudders under your feet. In the back of the slime chamber, massive cracks appear in one of the walls. No! It was a load-bearing boss! Oh, I always love this thing in games where you kill the boss and all the enemies die too. It's like in... even the Avengers movie, the first Avengers movie, they take out the mothership and all the enemies die around it. It's the same thing in Independence Day. You take out the mothership and all the other ships die. I mean, that's just awfully convenient, isn't it? Not complaining, but come on. That's poor tactics. You stand, bloodied and battered and slimed, alone in the cavern. You have little doubt that Krizan is now free of the slime menace. A great victory is yours. Yet the victory is unsatisfying. Somebody powerful must have created this place. This place is too cunningly designed to think otherwise. The question is, who? I know already. I've played this way too many times. This threat has been removed. However, if the creator, the source of the problem, is not discovered, the surface, your true home, may yet be destroyed. So, does that mean we get into here? Oh, we're gonna find out. Oh, we're gonna find the secret right here. All the evidence in these caves clearly points to one thing. The slimes didn't just migrate here by chance. They were placed here, and only something powerful and intelligent could have created him. The rune etched in the floor here is what would seem to be a final evidence of that. It is a mage rune, a mark of ownership or creation, often placed by a wizard on a particularly good piece of work. Again, this used to be hidden behind a secret door. If you missed it, you missed it. And you had to figure the shit out on your own. It wasn't just given to you at the end of the battle. I may be a casual gamer, but that's even pushing it for me. Hopefully reporting the victory to Krizan will stop the whole... You know, I had to kill some wandering guards and hide their bodies. Because that was super uncomfortable. That was most unfortunate. Come on. I don't know where... You can't get there. Something's blocking where it's too far. I don't know where... how far I can click and say... and just have these guys auto-walk to. It just... seems pretty random sometimes. I like all the little slime blotches on the landscape. That's kind of cool. Hey, the Cloak of Curses finally disappeared. Good God, that lasts a long time. That seems so overpowered. I mean, I don't know how much it's actually doing to me. Why are the guards asleep? Why are they rogue warriors? I have stopped the slime plague. Plague. Tell the tale. You tell Arbuckle the slaying of the aliens. I'm excellent! He clasps his hand in a huge sack of gold and a beautiful spear about you. Oh yes, spears! Spears! Spear, spear, spear. My lizard needs a spear. I know not your opinion of the Empire, but know this. By slaying the beast you have saved many innocent lives. I will let news of your brave deeds spread. Yay! Oh, look at this. But I have word from Mayor Bernethy. Bernethy? I always said it was Bethany. Interesting. Oh, Shadir. Yes, Shadir. That's next on the list. That will be the cockroaches. They're fun. But you know what? We have accomplished things. I feel good about myself. And you know what? I think I'm gonna leave this video here. If you liked it, please put a like in the button down below. Hit the like button below. And subscribe, and I hope to continue doing this game. And I hope to see you in the next video. See y'all later.